We're here at the 2026 6th generation Toyota RAV4 reveal event. We had it on the big screen in the back. I got my buddy Omar on the camera. Omar drives, you can check him out on YouTube, Instagram, you on the TikToks?
On the TikToks?
Of course.
The Insties and the U-face.
Everything. All right, so we got 3 trim levels here that we're gonna break down in detail in a very, I guess, boiled down fashion this evening. Let's start with the GR Sport. First time ever we've seen a GR Sport, and it's only available in a plug-in hybrid. Now the front end is kind of taken from the GR Corolla 2025 model. It's just a little bit taller, and I think it looks good. It looks better in person than it does on pictures. I will say that, and this is the first time we've seen a GR badge on any Toyota SUV in America. Now, overseas you might see it on something like the Land Cruiser 300 series, but this is our first introduction on an SUV stateside. Beautiful LED lights and a vertical fog light, I guess you could say. We come to the side, we have 20-inch wheels and red painted GR calipers. GR's GAZOO Racing. GAZOO Racing is Toyota's racing division, and the suspension and the tuning of this vehicle has been done in Japan by GAZOO Racing. So hopefully it's fun to drive. It's a RAV4. I mean, I'm not expecting too much, but it looks good. Glossy black over fenders. This thing.
Hey, I wanted to clarify this fast charging on the plug-in hybrids. I did it wrong in that reveal video, so I'm just voiceovering. Hope that's okay with you. So the DC fast charging is also available on the XSE and Woodland grades, but that has the CCS charging port. So those will actually charge faster, the XSE and the Woodland models, and those should charge like 10 to 80% in 30 minutes. Now, what you see here, the GR Sport PHEV and the SE PHEVs have a different charging port. It's just the standard J1772 charging port, and that still will allow it to charge up to 11 kilowatts of AC level 2 charging. I don't know exactly why the ports are different on the models and why the XSE and Woodland get a faster charging port that could plug into a level 3 or a DC fast charge. But all of them will benefit from the 11 kilowatt AC fast charging upgrade over the previous PHEVs. I think it was around 7 kilowatts.
In typical sport form fashion, if you looked at the older XSEs, there's a lot of glossy black accents. That's no exception here, from the wheels to the roof. We got the two-tone roof. If you like the supersonic red with the black roof, it's only available on the GR Sport. So we come around to the back. Omar, we have a wing on a RAV4.
It's a nice wing, too.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's going to add downforce?
So much. Downforce, an extra 10 horsepower.
All right, so we're going to look at the back here. It's actually pretty stout, pretty wide to the naked eye. We got these vertical striations. It's a huge jump. The current RAV4's taillights is a single LED. When it hits the brakes, it just blinds your eyeballs. This is a so much better implementation of taillights, much more upscale. But is it me, or do you get Nissan Rogue vibes at times?
A lot of people say that to me in the Nissan or Infinity Piano keys, as they call it.
Infinity Piano, yes, because it's even seen on the Infinity daytime running lights, right?
Yep,
the QX80. GR Sport badge, don't get that confused. I think on the front it didn't say Sport. I might be wrong. It just said GR.
I think it says GR.
All right, so you're kind of posing in the front and the back. It kind of shows its true identity. Now, this has a nicer finish at the bottom than all the other trims. You also have the parking sensors. All-wheel drive, of course, is standard on all the PHEVs, which gives you 320 horsepower and they're saying 50 miles of EV range, which is up from 42.
That's quite a bump.
That's like 20%, right?
And 320 is more than 300 from the GR Corolla.
It's faster than GR Corolla.
That's just to piss people off in the comments because
oh, the comments will go. I guarantee this will give a GR Corolla a run for its money, 0 to 60. All right. We actually have a nice GR mat here. I like that. We have a 12 volt in the back. Who knows what this is rated at wattage wise? I'm gonna say 180. And that's about it. Now, surprisingly, What we like to see on Toyota plug-in hybrids is that 1500 watt accessory power. I don't know if it'll be an option here or not. Looking underneath, guys, how often do we not see a spare tire? And that's a pretty big one.
Yeah, that's a big
So
one.
I'm
Not full size, but big.
yeah, it's not full width, but full diameter. Tonneau cover.
I saw the 96 RAV4 today at the HQ. That had a full size spare hanging off the back, which I
Off
thought
the
was
back.
pretty dope.
I wish. Could we wish how good when we get to the Woodland, if that Woodland had that fat tire on the back? Oh my gosh, I don't know. What's keeping manufacturers from doing it? Jeep, Bronco, are they the only ones doing it nowadays? Maybe G-Wagon?
G-Wagon. And the door of the 96 one opened back sideways. Not up.
Like
Yeah.
a Lexus GX 460?
Yep,
you
yep,
got
yep.
the refrigerator door? It's not opening. But
You gotta
this is a
hit
gas
that
cap.
button.
That's all right. Should we get in the back seat real quick? We got the suede, the red stitching, nice materials on top, soft touch. Ooh, this is really soft. This is a big upgrade for the RAV4, honestly. Getting into the back, we have 2 USB-Cs back here, vents, and good legroom, good headroom. Now, interesting, this is supposed to be a range topper, right? Do you think it's going to have a panel roof as an option?
No. Range
No?
topper, I think, is limited. This might be a little bit cheaper than limited.
But Limit doesn't come in a PHEV.
Oh, it's true.
Interesting.
We'll see when the pricing drops.
Interesting, right?
Limited does have a panel roof. This does not.
It does. This does not. Maybe it's to keep weight down because those GR engineers and track people, they don't want that extra weight up top. All right, good materials, of course, on the door to match the ones in the back. GR skid plate, GR mat, GR aluminum pedals, GR red baseball stitching with the badge here. I mean, this is kitted out.
And it's heated.
Ooh, you got me with heated. Now, ooh, this does feel good. This feels very quality. Now, they have upgraded the buttons here. We do have paddle shifters. Omar, do you know how these paddle shifters are going to affect the car? Is it going to be regen? Is it going to be simulated gears?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
But to find out when we drive it, but I think
That's true.
it looks like it says plus and minus, so it might be gear.
Might be
Usually when it's regen, they have a different logo on this side.
Yeah, like Hyundai, for example,
Yeah.
will have something different. So this 12-inch screen is standard across the whole grade, starting with the LE. You get a base model and get this nice 12-inch screen. This is a 12.9-inch screen. This is the upgraded screen. The base screen is a 10.5-inch screen, which is actually seen in the updated Corolla Cross. For example, the top tiers of the Corolla Cross.
And they have an updated infotainment system, which looks really good.
I know. Do you think the other maybe I don't know if any of the screens are going to be on, but this has the Ring software.
Are the keys in the armrest?
By the way,
I gotta tell you a secret about
the
that.
armrest opens both sides.
And there's another secret. Hold on, let me come around the other side.
okay.
All right, so I was messing around with this armrest while I was filming earlier. Push both latches in and pull up. Now flip it over and put it back down. That's the armrest side.
Whoa, okay, so
Yeah.
you have soft touch here.
That's the standard form. Now you push both,
Okay, hold on. All
pull
right.
it over,
And then this is a tray.
and it's a table. But guess what? It's not a full dining setup, right? You have cup holders, you have a table, you're like, I can get my eat on, but you cannot put food there for some reason. I guess why? Because it's a GR Sport. So
You
all
know-
that torque would push all
You
the
know
food
what?
back.
It's just a sticker. I'm just going to remove the sticker,
Insane.
put whatever I want. Sorry, Toyota. Big old cup holders with a removable divider so you can actually use it for storage. Auto brake hold. This has a traditional shifter with the red stitching. Now, like if you get the core model or the base looking model, which is LE to limited, they have like a little tiny switch as a shifter.
I call it a fidget toy.
Fidget toy, that's a yes, you should trademark that. 15 watt charging. I'm surprised, I think the images online were a little bit higher unless my eyes were not seeing properly. 360 camera on this model. We do have auto EV, HV, which is only going to be seen on the PHEV models. We'll talk more about that later when we drive this vehicle. I like having dedicated buttons for your drive modes. Happy about that, but climate control is essentially baked into the touchscreen with defrost and temperature control. Comfort's pretty good. We do have a sunglasses holder that's like honestly a game changer for a lot of people. And then we have a nice vanity light. Should we move on to the next car?
Let's go.
Pre-production. Oh, I forgot to mention the glossy black Toyota logos on the sport models. While that's maybe the most exciting model, this is personally my favorite design out of all three general designs. Omar, which is your favorite design?
Woodland for sure.
Woodland.
I really like it a lot.
For me, yes, the tires look really nice on it with the 6 spokes, the all-terrain tires, and this has like almost an inch lift because these tires are fatter. But as we come to the front, this is a new color, something rock. Do you remember what it is?
I don't.
Anyways, earth rock, something like that. Now these headlights are not nearly as fancy as the ones over there. So I still think they look good, they look sharp. But the front end here looks so macho. It reminds me of the 5th gen Toyota 4Runner. It looks really, really strong, and the proportions are great. I like this small grille here, this is just for styling. There's no airflow here. Down below is where you're gonna have the active shutters. It's a hybrid, right? And the Woodland can also come in a plug-in hybrid. There's no longer a standard gas model on the RAV4, which is exciting.
But imagine this with the rigid fog lights with the amber and the white. That would have been dope.
Oh, you know what? The rigid are right there.
Yeah,
Should
but
I turn them on?
they don't switch from white to amber like they do on the 4Runners.
Oh, they don't. But I guarantee that's gonna be an aftermarket thing where you can put the amber foggies.
That'd be dope.
That'd be pretty dope. Good point. The biggest thing from the side is it doesn't have the obnoxious glossy black. If you don't like it on the GR Sport, it's more of it's not a completely dull finish. It's got a little shimmer to it. I think it looks more premium than a traditional matte black fender. And then we get up top, this is standard through all the Woodland grades. All the Woodlands have this nice roof rack with this new Woodland logo. Omar, have you seen this logo before this vehicle debuted?
I don't think so.
I don't even think the BZ Woodland
Yeah, I don't think it
had it either.
Yeah.
But it does have
Don't
glossy
think so.
black window or side mirrors and door handles, and like a matte black window surround.
I love this color and I love this look.
Oh, this color is fantastic. I apologize for not knowing what it's called. And standard on the Woodland models is this 1 1/4 inch hitch receivers. So you could plug in a bike rack. What else would you put there, Omar?
Trailer.
A small tray, like a really
I think it's what,
small- like a
1500?
U-Haul, like a-
1500 towing?
It depends on the trim. No, since
Depends
this
on
is
the trim.
all-wheel drive, I think this will actually do 3,500.
3,500, yeah.
3,500 pounds of towing.
Starting 1,500, max
Yeah,
to
it's
3,500.
like starting 1,750.
There's so many different trims
I know.
and combos.
I can't.
So there's like
We'll get it straight one day.
core, sport, and rugged. And then within those, there's SC and XSC and
Oh, and I didn't mention, as Omar talks about this, as I'm getting blinded by this spotlight,
let's move
there's
here.
now front-wheel drive hybrids. We've never seen that on a RAV4 before. You're not going to
Correct.
see it on that car, and I don't even think you're going to see it on the XSE. It might only be SE, LE, and XLE. The rest of
think
them are
so.
all-wheel drive. All right. I'm not even going to bother looking in the back. Actually, I will. And the reason is because we're going to have some mats. Woodland, it's all about ruggedness. And we're going to have some nice rubber mats with the Woodland badge. RAV4 here at the bottom. And then we have mountains on the back of the seats. And then there's that lovely 1,500 watt accessory power that I wanted on the GR Sport, but it didn't have it. It's here on this model.
Wait, does the Sienna Woodland, which is a funny one to me,
It has 1,500
does
watt.
it have this logo?
It does not. I just drove the Sienna Woodland today. I got 39 miles per gallon. I was going like 85.
Bro, that van is
and
so
this
nice.
is just a normal hybrid. There's no plug-in port here. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's still able to deliver that 1,500 watt.
Yeah.
Now this has its own unique interior with this crazy pattern on the seat. I'm worried a little bit, since it's not perforated, that it might get hot in the sun. Just a little. We also have these orange accents. The lighting's terrible. It kind of looks salmon or bronze, but they're orange. This is orange. The steering wheel's orange. Omar, what do you think about this orange accent?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it more than the GR's reds.
Really?
Because it does look salmon in here, but it is orange, and it looks really nice.
And you've seen it in different lighting.
I've seen different lighting, yeah.
Now we have these unique Woodland mats. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. But oh hell yeah. Omar, this is a smaller screen.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
think it's
good.
it's a better size.
It looks better in here than the 12.9 inch screen.
And I saw your teaser video.
Yeah.
And I know you said you will get so pissed off if all the climate controls are hidden in the screen.
Yep.
And I thought the same thing, but just the raised temperature, lower temperature is there, the temperature increase, decrease.
Yep.
But the fan speed, everything else, gauge cluster. Or sorry, infotainment.
Infotainment, right? So, yeah. I do have some physical buttons, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
But you know what's better than physical buttons? Dials.
Dials.
Yeah, Honda's got that figured out. It looks nice. It's very minimal in here. It's very symmetrical. And this 10-inch screen looks, like, honestly, like, why would you need to upgrade to the 13-inch screen, roughly? I don't know. I like the materials here on the dash. It kind of mountains, like digital mountains. And a plastic dash up here, but it looks really premium. And opening this up, you still have the flippable thing, and then you have a USB-C in here, a 12 volt. Oh, here's a 45 watt. Isn't that weird? The plug-in hybrid had a 15 watt USB-C. And I'm like, man, I thought in the press deck I saw 45 watts. Well, I did, because it's
Toyota
right.
being Toyota.
It's Toyota being Toyota. But hey, Omar, you're a traditional shifter guy?
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
The Woodland has it. I really like this interior. It looks really good, feels good. Actually, this seat, when it's not blazing hot, it's really comfortable. So let's get into our last model. The last model, ladies and gentlemen, is the Core. It's technically called the Core. Oh, were you guys gonna film? Sorry? All right. Sorry, I got in your way, I'm sorry. This is the limited model. And this is the first time we're seeing chrome accents. Omar, you're roughly the same age as me. What are your thoughts on chrome accents on cars here in 2025?
I'm all right with it on this. It's not too chromy. It's kind of like it's kind of like a matte chrome.
Well, this is like not chrome. This is silver.
Yeah.
This is real lustrous.
That's very chrome.
Yeah. That's out. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It differentiates itself between the Woodland and the GR and XSE models, for example. All right. The taillights are the same. Now the finish at the bottom here is a little bit different, and that's kind of one way to also differentiate the different models. Every single model has a different bottom styling.
And a different grille.
And a different grille. The grille's the easiest way to tell, honestly. All of them have this black stripe here. We do have like kind of these darkened roof rails. We have paint matched handles. The other two models, if you want to pan real quick, actually, I take that back. The GR Sport has paint matched handles, as you see burn over there.
That's why I like the Woodland more.
I like the
the
black
different handles.
Yeah, it makes it stand out. All right. This kind of has the same finish as the Woodland model around the wheel arches. This can have 20-inch wheels. I haven't looked at the tire size. Yeah, these are 20s. Where that's over there, the Woodland has 18. But if you like this body style, which is called the Core body style, you can get actually 17s, 18s, and then the Limited here has the 20s. All right. So we come to the front. This Limited has the exact same upgraded DRLs right here as the GR Sport did all the way in the back, all right? This also has fog lights, which are a little bit differently styled. These are more of a traditional circular fog light, where the Rigid Industries, which are not on right now in the Woodland, those are more of like that truck style horizontal fog light. Now, this is a very familiar grille. If you saw my reveal of the brand new refresh 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid. Corolla Cross Hybrid has a remarkably similar front grille to this. Now this portion's a little bit different compared to the Corolla Cross, but you can tell it's definitely a bigger brother. It's within the family of that Corolla Cross Hybrid. Also, to match the bottom garnish of the rear bumper, you have this front little chin here. That's the same finish. All right, let's get in the interior and close this video out. This is the first time I'm seeing memory seats, and out of all these three models, man, the lighting is terrible.
Has the RAV4 ever had memory seats?
Yeah.
Right.
My parents, I just helped them buy a 2020 certified model, had less than 20,000 miles, had memory seats, digital rearview mirror, which this does as well.
Oh, nice.
Right, it didn't have a panel roof. This guy has a panel roof. I don't know if that's standard on the Limited. Omar, do you know?
It is on the Limited.
It's on the Limited, but is it standard or is it optional?
Knowing Toyota, probably optional.
Good point.
But I hope Limited.
And here is that
There's
dorky,
your fidget toy.
you know, at least it has good feedback.
It does. It is nice.
So as I push it up, I have different notches. You see that? Different notches on the way down too. It's okay. I drive a Prius, and the Prius is like, it's flippy floppy. This feels better, to be honest. 45 watts, unlike the GR Sport. We have the 12-inch screen with the volume knob, and a 12-inch screen back here behind the steering wheel. The steering wheel, it feels I mean, it's nice, it's leather wrapped, but it honestly feels dumbed down compared to the last two steering wheels we just looked at. There's no special accents here, really.
You get heated, ventilated, and massaging seats. No, I'm kidding. No
and
massaging.
the suede.
That's just heated, ventilated.
I forgot the seats. And we have a horizontal bar like we saw on, I think, the Woodland model. But these seats, yeah, these might be the best in terms of comfort out of the whole bunch. Now, there is no leather on this vehicle on any grade. It's either cloth or Nulux. But I think that was the same on the last RAV4.
Nulux is Lexus.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Softex. Thank you for calling me
Hey.
out. Hey, it's all in the same family, right? And that's about it. I mean, Omar might want to get in the back seat, but there isn't much difference here other than the heated outboard seats.
And
And
that's
these
it.
are
Heated
these
seats.
are perforated, which is
Oh, they
better
do
for-
recline.
and they do recline multiple levels. Okay, there's a forward level. Cup holders, pretty standard affair, honestly. And materials are nice. I really like the material on this door panel. It feels, honestly, it's better than some Lexus models. You look at a Lexus UX, and that door panel is way cheaper, way lower quality than what we see here on this RAV4.
All right, take us home.
Let's take it home. What do you guys think of the new 2026 all-new 6th generation Toyota RAV4 fully hybrid with optional plug-in hybrid with 3 different body styles? There's a RAV4 for everyone, and that makes sense because the RAV4 is the best-selling Toyota. Hold on, it's the best-selling single model in the United States. It outsold the F-150 last year. The RAV4 is now primed. It's kind of a pun. It's no longer a prime, but it's primed, ready to go to really pull away on the market. The hybrid's gonna be this 5th generation hybrid that's smoother, powerful, more efficient. The plug-in hybrid has more range and it's more powerful, and the designs are going to be alluring a lot of customers into the Toyota brand if they're not already there. Omar, any final words on your end?
I like it.
Me too.
Woodland's the best.
Woodland's the best,
In
but
terms of looks, yeah.
let us know down below what your favorite is, and make sure to check out Omar Drives on all his social media handles. Thank you guys. Have a good one, and peace.